So we're at the Winjana stand now with Andrew. Andrew's going to tell us a little bit about these fifth wheelers. I have to say I'm a fan of the fifth wheeler. I'm a fan of what you can achieve with them and what you can do with them. So I guess I'm a fan of Winjana. They're a Queensland built product. This is the man. Mate, thank you for talking to us here on the stand today.
Not a problem.
So tell us all about your product.
We're a local company. We're in Toowoomba. We've been based there for 20 odd years. We've been building for a long time. We're about the only ones left in Australia building fifth wheelers. The big advantage for us is the towing safety of them. You cannot make them sway. They're like a semi-trailer. They'll tow dead true versus a road train that wobbles all over the road. This is a semi-caravan trailer is a road train. Is a road train basically. Yes. The payload's greater in these. Like these two vans you see here have got 1,000 kilos of load capacity versus about 300 kilos of a Caravan. They're just much safer. We're towing from the tow axle rather than the tow bar, which makes the big difference.
You know, I love someone that's got a lot of passion. This man's clearly got a lot of passion about what he does. You know, given the fact that there's so many of these utes coming into the market today, the ability to tow fifth wheelers has to have improved. You know, so there's more people out there that can actually use fifth wheelers, but for some reason there's less people using them than I think should be.
Exactly.
I think that this is an answer to the sway problems, the overloading problems, the weight problems. I think fifth wheelers are probably actually the future. Is in these things here, and this guy, well, actually you custom build these, don't you?
We custom built to whatever you want. The only limitation we've got, we can't put a shower, the toilet or the entry door over a wheel arch. So whatever you can configure around the four walls, we can do it. Yeah, you're dead right, it is the future. You look in America and Canada, they've been around for 100 years. Everyone drives fifth wheelers. No one drives caravans or travel trailers as they call them. They're just so much safer, and you can load more into them, as you say. It's definitely the way to go. Going back about 10 years ago, dual cabs only had 1,600 kilos. We used to tow these with Falcon utes because they had the heaviest load capacity at 2.3 tonne. So dual cabs have all lifted their game from 1,600. Now they're all sitting at 3.5 tonne. Hence we've been able to build bigger vans to accommodate it.
Sure, and the other thing, of course, is that there's no real compromise in the van body itself. Like, aside from the fact, as you say, you can't have the shower and toilets over the axles. Quite frankly, you shouldn't have shower toilets over axles on any of them, but that's another conversation. But apart from that, the limitations really are
endless,
fairly open. I see we've got one behind us. Would you mind taking us through?
Sure, no problem at all.
You grab the microphone
Come
and
on
tell
in.
us all about it.
These are our show steps. They're obviously not the steps that come with the van. This is a brand new method of manufacture for us. It's a composite side. This is the way of the future for us. We used to use this method, which is the old stick and tin method. So we're moving over to this, which is a lot easier for us to do, and it's a lot easier to customise them for the customer. But anyway, come on up. Let's have a look. This gives you all the nice glossy finish on the inside that the ladies are now looking for. Very European, very slick. Full-size bathroom in here, shower, toilet, vanity. It's nice and compact, but it's bigger than most on the market. Got a good full-size kitchen. Lounge that clicks out to a double bed, just like Grandma's lounge.
So this has got a double bed at the front and also got like a bed seat conversion at the back as well.
Yeah, as well.
So this can in fact be a four
berth. This is four berth. That's a queen size bed up the front. We also make a hybrid version of this bed, or this van, where the bed comes down to the floor, and we reconfigure it, and you have wardrobe and storage up over the front. So it gives you a caravan layout with a fifth wheeler pull and storage over the gooseneck that puts the weight on the back of the ute at the axle where you need it.
Excellent. And I see you've got some nice finishes here too.
Yeah, this one's all joinery made. The other one we look at back there, that's all custom made by us. But this is all joinery made, and basically we just glue and screw, put it in. This is the new construction method of the future. It's all composite fibre with fiberglass and polystyrene, very well insulated.
Tell me, because I don't know a lot about the fifth wheeler thing. You've got gooseneck and then you've got fifth wheel. What's the difference between the two?
The fifth wheeler is usually a kingpin like a semi-trailer, and the gooseneck is more a ball like you see on the horse floats.
So which would you think would be the better of the two?
Much of a muchness.
Much of a muchness?
No, we can do both. Like the farmer comes along, he's got a ute already set up to tow his horse float and tow his hay truck and whatever around. We'll fit that with a ball, or if they're new, we'll fit them up with a semi-trailer turntable to take the pin.
Fantastic. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, actually, this really looks like it's quite livable.
It is. They're very, very livable. We have people on the road full time. This table swivels or pivots wherever you want it to go.
Yeah.
So you get your 2 people in. I'll squeeze in here beside you. Table swivels around. We use the table, put it between us as a drinks table.
Or an armrest.
You just take the table away, stick it under the sofa where we're sitting, and it just clicks out to make a double bed.
Pretty darn good. And we know that, as we've mentioned before, these things tow so well.
They do.
That if you're one of these that are concerned about swaying on a Caravan, you may really want to give some thought to a fifth wheeler. And if you do want to get a fifth wheeler, there's really the only one fella here to talk to nowadays.
Yeah.
This guy sitting here who's more than happy to talk to you. But before going any further with that, what's your waiting time on your vans now?
We've got these couple for sale. These are our show vans. They're available now, but generally we're about 12 months. We've got about 11 builds in front of us.
Yep.
COVID's been a real blessing for us.
Yep.
Initially, when we couldn't go anywhere, we went quiet, but then they realised that we can travel interstate still, but can't go overseas for 5 years.
Yep.
Bang, it's gone out.
Well, I tell you what, that's the best news I've had all day, is that in fact, if you wanted to buy a fifth wheeler, there's 2 here available at the show for immediate delivery, and that's a rarity, particularly in these COVID times. So, if you are interested in one, come see this man. So where do they need to go to see you?
Toowoomba, we only sell factory direct. We don't have dealers. Dealers, essentially, they want about 25%. So we just take that, give ourselves a little bit more markup ourselves, and we sell factory direct, and the customer saves a pit load. But the big advantage with the fifth wheeler, you've got to put a dual cab. Some might want to drive utes, but if you're towing a Caravan of equivalent size, you need a Land Cruiser. $120,000 vehicle. Like for like, Caravan fifth wheeler is the same sort of money, but you tow this with a $50,000 dual cab.
Yeah, and it's true to say there's so many more of these dual cabs coming out.
That's
More and
right.
more people are buying them. They're getting used to the idea of
Yep.
I think the BT50s and the Rangers,
The Rangers and the Isuzus.
Yeah, D-Max and
Yeah,
all these that
that's
are
right.
coming out. There's a bucket load. And now, of course, there's also the big stuff coming out. So there's more of the Dodge Rams and so on. I've never seen so many Dodge Rams and GMCs and all the rest of it on the road as I am seeing today.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all these people have now got the tow vehicles for these things. It's now's the time to be having a look and say, you know what? Let's go and see this man in Winjana and see about getting ourselves a fifth wheeler. Mate, Andrew,
Perfect.
a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for talking to us today.
Not a
and remember,
problem.
here at the Caravan Show, or contact him direct at Winjana at Toowoomba.
In Toowoomba, yep, perfect.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.